All right, so we are here with Ben Hannant, Maxing Out Athlete for 2018, and we want to get to know Benny a little more, so we're going to spend a few minutes with Benny asking a few questions. So let's start with the basics. How old are you?
I just turned 33, and yeah, getting old.
Jeez, young whippersnapper. Mate, where do you live?
I live at Talabudra, so I've got 12 acres there where my wife and 6 kids, soon to be 7 kids, will be joining. So, no, I just love the Gold Coast. That's where I've always grew up in Mudgeeraba and love the Gold Coast.
So what is it that you love about the Gold Coast?
I just love that you've got everything here, but you're so close to the beach. I've also got horses, I've got cows, I've got sheep, motorbikes for my son, and it's just a great lifestyle to raise kids where you're not so much in the hustle and bustle.
Bees too?
I've got a lot of bees, yeah, so that's a kid's business. So that's a way for them, teach my kids how to work. That's a big thing for me, is that's how I grew up on a 10-acre farm in Mudgeeraba. And my dad taught all of my 10, I'm one of 11, so all 10 of my siblings and I how to work, and that's something I want to instill in my kids.
Ah, that's cool. So mate, have you got a nickname that you want to share with us? What do we call you?
Where do we want to start? I get a lot for the polar bear, obviously the white skin and the blonde hair, and overweight, a lot of extra padding.
Nice one. So obviously, yeah, it was a footy thing, right?
Yeah, well, it's, what do you call a fat white bloke with blonde hair? And why not call him the polar bear?
Pretty simple. So mate, tell me a little bit about your career. You know, I obviously, got to play against you a little bit, but for everybody who doesn't know, obviously, I know a lot in terms of, what you achieved, but, why don't we share it with everybody else?
Yeah, well, I started off at the Broncos when I first left school. Didn't play first grade straight away. I played reserve grade. Went down to the Roosters for 2 years. Debuted down at the Roosters. Went back to the Broncos. Did 7 years at the Bronx. 2 years at the Bulldogs. I did 2 years at the Cowboys as well. I was lucky enough to play Origin. Played 12 Origin matches, 5 series wins, 6 tests for Australia.
Wow.
4 nations, 2 World Cup Challenge, 2 All-Stars. So I've been very blessed. I've been part of some really great teams, and just the whole experience, the whole journey, the life lessons you learn, not only on the field but off the field, which affects your family and everything else from rugby league. It's been a massive blessing for me.
And premierships?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get 2 premierships. So one with the Broncos in 06. I was only 20. I don't think I appreciated it as much when I was that young. I thought this was something that happened all the time, but it took 9 years for me to get back there again, and to win one up at the Cowboys, which was their first ever win as a club, was something extremely special because it meant so much to the town up there. The place went nuts, and I was able to have all 6 of my kids there at the time, and it was the best thing of the whole thing. Not just winning the grand final, the best thing was sharing it with my family who travelled her whole journey with me up to that point.
Yeah. So I would say, reflecting back, career highlights.
Definitely Origin for me, a career highlight, that and winning premierships. I was part of the 3rd series win for Queensland, the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. And it only had ever been done 3 times in a row before that. So to be a part of 3, then 4, then 5, 6 and 7, it was an incredible experience, especially the fact the last couple of years though, I think at the time it wasn't such a yes, we won the series. It was more relief we didn't lose it, because to be a part of that team that will go down in history as the greatest bunch of blokes that have ever laced a boot for Queensland at Origin level, that's something pretty special.
Yeah, there were good times in Queensland. Good times. Mate, so you're a family man. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah, I met my wife, high school sweetheart, as you'd say, 16 years of age, and we're pretty religious, so we weren't allowed to live together until we were married. So I was smart enough to lock her down very early. So 20 years of age, she was 19. We got married and we started having kids straight away. So we've got 3 beautiful daughters, and our 4th son will be due in a couple of days.
Yeah, wow. So 3 boys and 3 girls. You split it up pretty well, right?
Yeah, 3 and 3 at the moment, and then it'll be 4 boys, 3 girls. So,
wow,
yeah.
Amazing. So mate, just tell me, how do you think your kids would describe you?
As a kid, I think. I can't sit still. I'm someone, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't party too much, but my life's all about my kids and having fun. So on my property, I've got a supercross track, so I go motorbike riding with my son. I've got a Polaris Razor. I like to go cycling. My kids are at the velodrome, they cycle as well. We do triathlons. I just like to get out and be busy, live my life and teach my kids life lessons along the way, because that's how I learn.
Yeah, nice one. So, iron distance triathlon. You've done triathlon, but you haven't done an iron distance triathlon.
No.
What do you feel like you got yourself in for here?
I know I'm going to be in a world of hurt. I don't know what I've got myself in for. And that's the beauty of this thing. And that's the whole thing about this whole challenge is I don't know. I'm going to be in... all I know is I'm going to be hurting so much and wanting to give up, but there's certain things that's going to push me along the way. And it's all about taking bit by bit. And part of this challenge, that's why it means so much to me, is my journey in life, especially with my children. We've had to take bit by bit and just tackle little things, and slowly you get to the finish line.
Nice one. Well, thanks for spending time, mate. Look forward to the journey with you and getting to that start line at Challenge Roth.
Let's get ready to max out, eh?
You bet.